Hello. Thank you, Rock, for sending me off. GG to L Rock for his runs. And my name is Retro Omega. This is going to be a tutorial for Robocop, which is going to be featured in the NEScathlon. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people that don't know about this speed game knows it's not too bad of a speed game, and it can be picked up pretty much by anybody, which most of these games can be as well. But I'll just say it's going to be a little easier than TMNT. And hopefully by the time I'm done with this, you'll have a good rounded understanding of this entire game. And yeah, I'll teach you guys everything there is to go through. We're going to go through a normal playthrough first. I'm going to show off the run, what it looks like, a rough idea. Then I will re-review it so I can cover all aspects of the run and cover every little thing that you have to do throughout each level. So let's get started here. This is the Deities game. You know, Deities made a lot of arcade games, things like that. Also, remember to give Ellock a follow. He's very close to 1,400 followers. There we go. So this is based on the movie. If you've ever seen the 1987 movie, I'm not talking about the 2014 piece of crap. Let's not talk about that. This run is a lot different from other side-scrolling runs. First off, you can't jump or anything like any other 2D platforming game. But that's okay, we don't need jumps. And I'm already messing this up quite a bit. But the majority of this run consists of blocking. Blocking is the key feature to this game. Key feature to this run. So I'm gonna pick this up for safety. This blocking does give me some frames of invisibility. Very vital. First boss right here. There's not much to the first level. Very plain, very normal beginner level for this game. It's the only level 2 with the swarm of dogs attacking you. After that, it won't be so bad. At least not with the dogs. Level 2 is pretty much kind of the same way. It's actually shorter, because you do take some shortcuts. This one we're actually going left. It's almost like it's Ninja Gaiden 3. Again, there's no focus on attacking enemies or anything like that, but there is focus on swag. Lots of swag. Like I said, there's a shortcut to this level. So I'm gonna say again. This is kind of a tricky thing, but I'll go over that later. There you go. Thank you. Training mode. You can take it or leave it, but it does help because I recently discovered scoring targets in training mode does give you health back. You get all targets, you get an extra life. Very useful. Much better than continuing after a game over. Since I'm much better at the arcade version of this, I can't shoot to save my life. Or to get a life, in fact. Same about 5 targets away. Again, the cutscenes can be skipped with the star button. So I'm gonna pick up something, a little something for later. So this is where enemies start to attack from the top as well as the ground floor. But thankfully you can shoot in all directions, punch in all directions. Since this is not an aggressive speedrun where you kind of have to wipe out everybody in your way. Don't have to worry about all that. Yeah, they do look like the P-Bags from Zelda. Zelda 2. You guys can't mention Zelda anymore, though. At least not in my presence. Thank you. Second boss of the game. This is a pretty tough stage. You have to kind of get used to it. Oops. Accidentally paused. Three guys right here, actually the bosses, not Clarence. Monogru just got away. These short guys just kind of die. Yeah, it is, but they're actually, they do a lot of damage. Hence my taking down of my power bar. Well, yeah. P is for power, therefore it's a bar. And yeah. It is very powerful. You ever see Star Tropics? Yeah. Very powerful thing. So this is part 1 of the OCP building. It's a second OCP building level. But besides that, the game pretty much covers the movie quite well. Well, this is the part of the movie where he goes to the OCP Tower for the first time, and then after that he's gonna be kicked out. Then he'll come back later. Yeah. Kinda love the drop kick, guys. I think if they tried that in the movie, they would probably just fall over. Pick up some experience bags because what you're supposed to do in Zelda 2, right? So this is the third boss, Ed 209, also featured in the movie. Now he does a lot of damage. You have to be very careful. And yes, blocking does work on bounce attacks. That's why he's extremely careful. Extremely careful, because later on boss attacks do a lot of damage. So it's always good to be precaution on them. When you're first starting to run, you're gonna want to block more often, and then later on, for the sake of saving some time, you'll just want to you'll be more comfortable taking damage, and you won't be so afraid of bosses like Ed. Pretty soon, Ed's gonna be a joke to you, just like he was to Robocop at the end of the movie when he one-shotted Ed. Now, you don't have to necessarily shoot the targets during the bonus game, but if you're starting out, it's probably a good idea to get all your health back, because who knows how much health you have at the end of each stage. And the other thing too is the time, which is indicated by the T above the power bar. At the end of the stage, that's going to tally up, and the time is going to add to your power bar. So the faster you go, the more health you'll get back at the end of the stage. So later on, that's going to matter a lot, quite a bit. So we're going to collect something here too. This is one of those stages where you collect something. Along with that one factory stage. Think of this as farming. Very crude way you could say it's farming. Yeah. Punch this guy out for good measure. Because why not? Nothing wrong with punching dudes out. Also, that last bonus stage was the last one of the entire game, so be very careful in your health from there. From this point on. Also, I'll go over this part, but that's what you're aiming for. Just something like down the boss. Yeah, the guys do walk through the walls in this game, so yeah, it becomes a little annoying. But later on, you won't be too annoyed by enemies once you get the hang of the mechanics here for the speedrun. And since blocking is essentially built into the game, it's not like it's glitching or anything. It's just taking advantage of something that's already there. Think of it as taking advantage of wall climbing that you got into. There you go. Now, I'm doing this a little slowly. But that's okay. So, we're not in too much of a hurry. This isn't an actual run. This is roughly what a run would look like. I'm a little rusty myself. I used to do so much better. That's good. Oh, he got me. Oh! It happens. See what I mean? It happens. Well, I kinda lost my weapon. That's right. That was my fault because I already got heavily damaged on the way over here. And I guess I didn't save that much health from the last stage. It happens. Just like Robocop, don't get discouraged by that. You will mess up. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with the setting. It's like a 10-12 minute game. Hi, cat. Everybody, forgive me if I don't talk to everybody. It's the tutorial after all. I am in William Shatner documentary mode here, so I'm trying to be as serious as possible. I never dragged him out this far. That's a good thing because he made that grenade guy knock him out. It despawned him in a way. Yeah, Robocop's always serious because he has his mouth exposed, and his mouth exposed is to let people know he is not a complete machine, and to let people know how frowny he is. It's pretty frowny. Also, I lost almost all my health there, so I'm gonna have to be very careful. Yeah. Again, I'm doing too bad. But this is a very tough stage. Hence being in the last stage. I need to block a little bit better. It's a little hard to do here. No, I lost my health way before that, noble boy. The kick was just the icing on the cake. Once you do know how to do this better, you'll get it down. These parts can go by pretty fast. Basically, how fast you destroy the barrels and all that, the farther away the other barrel is, so the more ground you get to recover, and the faster you get to go to this area right here. You don't have to worry about. You won't have to worry about the helicopter or anything else. It's just I'm blocking very late. So I'm taking quite a bit of damage. So I should probably react some safety. Super safety stats. Alright, that's better. It's actually better. I'm going to do a little farming again. See? I can kind of trigger. That's what you kind of do with all enemies. You can kind of trigger them to show up again and again. You just kind of walk back at a certain okay, I got a song. Alright. I asked for too much anyways. That's alright. Now let's forget this. Don't forget this last part right here. I'm taking too much time. Hey Pity, no. Not as far as I know. It's kind of too bad because I really like Lewis. Lewis is a really good character in the movies. Wow, he's taking alliance. Look how tough this goes. Let's just match him down. Wow. That guy is almost doing nothing to him. I think I'm doing it wrong, that's why. Actually, it's level 2. But basically, roughly, emphasis on rough, that is how the run is. And for your troubles, you do get victory music. It's very nice. And you also get to kill Dick Jones, which is also very nice. Okay, so now, now is when I start going through everything. Like I said, let's make a safe thing here. Like I said, does skip cutscenes. You're gonna want to do that. So here we go. Select is block. Now the thing about blocking is the most important element in the speedrun. And what you're going to want to do often. The way block works is you can't just mash select. You do have to hit it. You can hit it once. Since I recommend you starting out this run and practicing this run, I would recommend tapping it twice. Now the way to get block working is you have to completely stop. You can't hold forward. You can't do it while walking. So what that means is you're gonna have to get used to completely letting go of the D-pad. I know it's gonna be a hard thing to do. It's gonna be kind of annoying because you're gonna have to completely let go of the D-pad while the enemies are already on you, or at least coming towards you. Then hit select and then resume walking. The way blocking works is that once you hit block, you'll have a second and a half, maybe a second and change, yeah, of invulnerability frames, and that goes for everything. It's not just normal enemies; it's the bosses as well. So again, let go of the D-pad completely and just hit select. Nothing, no other buttons, nothing else. If you're doing it for safety purpose because you think you didn't hit select the first time, I would just double tap select so you're blocking twice. So you see Robo blocking twice. See, like that. Or at least, yeah, twice. You don't have to mash it down. And once you've already done the blocking animation, just walk forward. You'll go through the enemies. Again, with frames invulnerability. Now that's for a little bit. You'll be surprised. Okay. You're gonna block these guys that are all coming towards you. You're gonna block this motorcycle guy, and you're just gonna want to keep going forward. If you keep going forward right after blocking him, he will despawn off the screen. But that's after you get used to blocking and just do it in such a fast motion, and you'll start to gain speed on these levels. So if he does come around back, that's okay. Block him. You see these guys coming, block him. Block. You don't want to attack any of the enemies. You are just going to want to block all of them while walking forward. If you get hit once or twice because you missed the block, that's okay because you have a huge power bar on the bottom. And the faster you beat the level, you see the time bar right above the power bar. The faster you beat the level, your time bar empties at the end of the level and goes right into your health. Because it gives you a time bonus, for how fast you complete the level. And again, at the bonus level, you can refill your health by hitting the targets. So, it just depends on how fast you go. And not worry, do not focus on enemy enemies, never go backwards, always go forward. If they get hit once or twice, or 4 or 5 times, that's okay. That's cool. Once your health goes past the halfway point, you might get a little worried. If you want to pick up stuff along the way, the batteries refill timer and the P bags, we'll call them all the 2 P bags, that was refill power. Sometimes they're huge amounts, sometimes very little for each one. Now, usually it's a waste of time, but if you're starting out, go ahead and pick them up by hitting bottom. The toughest thing in this game will be climbing the stairs, going up and down stairs. Climbing the stairs is a lot easier than going down them. But we'll cover down a bit. Again, the blocking right here, let go of everything, block that guy. Block these guys coming up to you because they're going to hit you and then they're going to run off. This guy's going to drop kick you and run off. He's going to kick you. He's just going to go here. Now this is the first boss. This is the first boss right here. Which Whitehat calls Kratos. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to kind of grab onto this boss and you're not going to want to let go. So what that means is B is to punch. When you don't have the A is to shoot, B is punch. So what you're going to want to do is as soon as he comes close enough, you're going to want to hit him and mash B. And you're not going to want to let go at all. You're going to keep mashing B over and over and over until he's dead. You are not going to want to let go at all. Because once he comes back, he's going to like throw punches at you and things like that. It's going to be a complete waste of time. You want to aim for a minute or less on this entire stage in your runs. I'll say don't do that. Do that right there. That's stage 2. Now it's going to be a little harder because there's going to be a lot more. There's gonna be a lot more attacks on this stage. There's gonna be enemies from all angles, but the same thing still applies. You just have to block. So let's go through this first part of the stage. There's two parts of the stage: the outside and the inside the building. So all you have to do to go through this outside section, just block. It's gonna be guys outside these windows. That's okay. Just block these guys right here. You see that guy right there? As soon as you pass under him or go ahead of him on the street, he's gonna fire, but that's okay. Just block ahead of time. Your invulnerability frames will just pretty much ignore all the attack. See? There's gonna be a flamethrower guy right here in these windows. Same thing. If you don't, that's okay. He doesn't really do that much damage anyways. Block that guy. Block those dogs. Here's the last window. That's where the flamethrower guy's gonna be. Okay, just block him. The window next to it is where the machine gun guy's gonna be. That's okay, just block him. If you're fast enough, you can just kind of stop and block real quick. Get past these two guys. Now, right before the building, you come to the entrance of the building. These two things, those two dogs and this jumping guy is going to come out. You just want to remember and just try to block those two before you get inside the building. And in front of those doors is going to be the shield guy. So what you want to do, because he does a little bit more damage, you're going to want to block him and then, or just ignore him completely. Hold up and go inside the door. Just like that. You're gonna go left here. Block these guys. There's gonna be more guys coming down the hall. When these guys come from behind, that's fine. Again, if you get hit, that's okay. So at the foot of the stairs, you're gonna want to hold up. And then, if you want, you can just hold up, hold right to do swag off. Swag stair climb. Same thing, hold left. It's okay to show off. So, first floor, you go straight to those stairs, you go up the stairs. Second floor, you go to this first door right here, and this takes you directly on a shortcut to the mayor's office. Now, you want to go to this wall right here where it's blinking. You can mash and punch your way through, but the easier thing I found is just to do this. Which is, just do 5 punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Walk through. Shed out again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's gonna be another wall here, and there's gonna be a crusher thing right behind you. That's okay, don't worry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you see the wall shaking, that means you're hitting it. Don't get too close to the wall. Okay, so this is kind of a hard boss right here. If you mess up on this, you'll only find yourself game over and over and over again. Yeah, it does a lot of damage. It can probably kill you pretty fast. I don't think it one-hit KOs. I don't remember now. So the mayor's being held hostage here by a gunman. And you can't shoot him, and you can't let him touch you because it still does damage, contact damage. If you try to punch him, it's going to hurt you because you're hurting the mayor. And that's a real fast way to game over. So there is a method that I use. What you could do is the normal way that's intended, which is this way. This is the normal way it's intended. He's going to stop, and he's going to take a shot at you. You duck. You shoot, and you get up, you shoot back. And you do this over and over again. It takes a while. But that's the way it's intended. And then you're gonna fight him. You need to shoot him. which you don't want to do because you're going to hit the mayor right behind him. Or you can just go up to him and do like the movie. Just go up and punch him. But you took quite a bit of damage, because maybe you messed up, and it took a long time. But you can do it that way. If you're more comfortable later on, you're comfortable with blocking, what you could do, go out to this guy, try to do it, because he's going to go back and forth, back and forth. So you can go out to him, and then you start hitting block. Activate those invulnerability flames. Hit block. You can do it over and over again. Get right behind him. As soon as he stops and he's going to do his shooting, towards that direction, he's not going to turn around or anything. As soon as you see the mayor go down, go to town on this guy. Start punching him a ton, back of the head. In fact, you don't even have to do that much. Like I did earlier, I only hit him once or twice, and he let go of it. Because I guess punches do more damage than shooting. Maybe it's just like Batman, NES. So, okay, I accidentally hit the mayor, but that's okay. I only hit him once, so it didn't do damage to the enemy. So I hit him once or twice. If I hit him a little faster, I would avoid hitting the mayor. But he lets go of the mayor all the same. And as soon as he lets go of the mayor, punch into him, he dies with 2-3 hits. And that's it. It's a lot faster, and you save a lot more time, which can go right into back in your power bar. It's just something you're gonna have to practice, because you don't want to mess up and take a lot of damage. Game over. So if you want to spam blocks just to get past him and get right behind him, go for it. That is some safety stats right there. Right now I'm going to shoot some targets just to make sure I have a full bar of health. Not too bad. Again, start does skip cutscenes, so as soon as the bonus stage is over, just hold start, and you'll start right into the game. This is the third stage, and things are going to get a little tougher. There's going to be a guy up here on top of the balcony here, and he's going to shoot down. What he does is a lot of damage. So what you want to do is you want to kind of get him out of the way as fast as possible. He might spawn another guy the further you go into the stage, but that's okay. Just take him out too. This is the only time you're going to actually want to focus on attacking an enemy. This is attacking the one right above you, because he can do a lot of damage to you. It's pretty annoying because he's going to fire on you while you're over there blocking the other enemies. And then, you can't be holding block in one spot over and over and over again. So you just want to take out that guy up top. It's just causing a lot of trouble. So we'll show you right here. So see, there's quite a bit of damage, but that's okay. There, see now. Again, block these dudes up here. We're gonna climb up the stairs. I know that P-Bag looks really like it's really worth it to get it. It's not. Most of the time you're gonna detour for items you want to see on the floor. It's not worth it. It's just going to take more time, and it's going to most likely take your health, because you're probably going to get hit by something, or enemies going to come out of nowhere and just do damage to you. Now, right here is a machine gun, and you're going to want to take this for later. You can use it for 2 purposes, which I'll explain in a bit. So just go down, pick that one up, block these dudes coming to the elevator. Go out the elevator, hold up, hold right. You're not going to want to go to the second floor, you're going to want to go to the first floor. Again, there's going to be a dude up here who's going to be shooting down at you. Just take care of him as soon as possible. Go. Block these other dudes. Now you're gonna get worried because this dude's gonna be falling right behind you as you're trying to climb up the stairs, and as you're trying to go down the stairs on the other side. As long as you keep moving forward, he will never hurt you. He will never catch up to you, and he'll never hurt you. Just block these dudes oncoming. Now it's a little tricky to go downstairs. So what I would suggest, instead of just getting aggravated that you can't go downstairs and crouching over and over again, try to get the frame where you see his foot, or one of his feet, forward a little past the silver pixel of the stairs, and then hold down. And there you go, you'll start going downstairs. Besides that, you just have to get used to that sort of thing in this game. You're going to be taking a lot of stairs in this game. You're going to go up once, down once, and up again. This is the last part of the room. Block these dudes. It's pretty simple, straightforward. Don't run into any dead ends. You're going to take the elevator all the way down. Okay, here's the dude right here. So all you have to do to get him out of your way is just shoot diagonal-wise. You can shoot in all directions, which I probably didn't cover. You can shoot in all directions. You shoot up, forward, diagonal. This is pretty useful. And you're gonna really need that right here. So, let me talk about this boss fight. There's two parts of this boss fight, but it's pretty easy. Once you get used to it, at least the first part is. Second part is gonna take some work because the second part can kill you pretty fast. Okay, so first part of this boss fight is Clarence Bonneker, one of the main enemies in the game. All you have to do is go up to him, shoot him behind his barrier, and he will escape via his elevator. Don't worry about these two dudes that come up behind you and try to punch you and distract you. If you see a grenade coming towards you, just block real quick. But basically, you're just gonna want to mash forward. Mash shooting up and right towards where Clarence is until that barrier breaks. Doesn't take much shots, and he will escape. So basically, all you have to do, you're gonna get it down pretty fast. And now here's the second part of the boss fight, which is pretty hard. It will take quite a bit of practice at this, and I would suggest you do practice this one. There is 3 dudes here. As you can see, the dude in the middle is going to be dancing left and right, and he's going to be throwing down grenades. At least I think that's what these dudes throw. They could be yo-yos for all I know. The dancing dude, you can kill him if you're fast enough to shooting. But if he gets down, that's okay, because you're just gonna have to mash on all of them anyways. So try to kill him if you can. If you can't, that's okay. If you can, awesome. But you're just gonna have to work on the mashing anyways. It's not as bad as Contra per se. And besides that, you're gonna want to get into this position right here, right against the wall. Now these dudes throw these balls, Pokeballs, whatever. And those do a lot of damage to you. You're going to want to block those. So for safety strats, you're just going to want to block often. And after blocking, just shoot. Block if you think they're going to run towards you and have throw these balls out towards you. Because again, these things do a lot of damage. So, like mash blocking, later on you'll feel comfortable enough to maybe take a hit or two and just keep mashing. What you got? They don't actually start attacking until they get to right above. If you can see the square tiles on the floor, the large square tiles. As soon as they get past that middle part, they're maybe 5 feet away from Robocop. They're gonna start throwing those gold ball things or grenades. Before that, you can just shoot them as much as possible, block, And remember, like I said, it's a good second and a half of invulnerability flames, so you don't have to worry too much about getting hit by these things. They'll throw 2 at a time, but again, the invulnerability flames will catch him. Just mash on these dudes until they die. You'll get used to that fight and you'll be able to do them faster. Another method is, if you're starting out, well, not that, that's kind of large. You don't want to go too forward, because then you'll have to get back in position over here to the wall. Another thing you want to do is you can switch to the machine gun right here. The only problem with the gun is that it's a very short range. So the only way you can effectively use this gun on them is when they get very close to you. So be careful with that. Just block before they get close enough, or block before they hit you with those grenades. And then open fire with the machine gun. See that? That took out that one dude. Because the machine gun's pretty powerful and it fires a lot. And that does pretty well. But you'll want to later, you might want to save the machine gun for something else. That's a pretty loud smack. So there's no real iframes on these dudes, just smash, smash, smash. Smash the firing of your handgun if you're going to do it that way. Hey, Red Muffler Man, thank you for the subscription. Everybody give him a yeah, buddy. Okay, stage 4. Yeah, the guys in the first part of the boss fight that do punch you, to distract you from Clarence, they will keep coming back, so ignore them. Okay, so this is stage 4. I used to be a belly. It's pretty straightforward. It's not that difficult. In fact, it's actually easier than the last stage. There's just going to be some things to watch out for, but like I said, I'm going to go over everything here. Hopefully not go over everything ad nauseum. So block those robots, just block right in front of them and then walk through them. Try not to worry too much about those little spider robots. They're pretty harmless. Okay. Well, that one hit me, but that's okay. It didn't do that much damage. Again, just get used to blocking and moving forward as fast as possible to save some time. This is a speed run after all. As soon as you get to the door, just hold up. Don't worry about the grenade dude with the shield. Block these dudes, block these dudes, block these dudes. You need to be very careful right here. This second thing in the ceiling right there, that white thing. Hey, Red Muffler Man, thank you for the follow as well. We'll get to the RGL. So the second white thing right here on the ceiling, it's going to eject the laser cannon thing. You're going to want to block that. So just remember which one pops out. It's going to be this second one right here. See? Does quite a bit of damage too. So you're going to want to be very careful about that. And then we'll fire at you from all 3 angles. There's some more white things in the ceiling that stuff pops out of them. These are going to be like these weird looking missile bird things. Just block them. What they get to you, again, double block. You're not comfortable with just single quick blocking real quick. And right here, this door, not door, it's gonna be a wall. It's gonna lower down. It's gonna block your way. You have to fight this gun on the ceiling. Now all you have to do, just hold up and shoot. That's possible. Smash that thing. Don't worry about getting hit. That's okay. Took quite a bit of damage. Hold down right here and pick up this thing. This is a big one. A big refill. Just hold up, go through a door. Block here, block these guys. You don't want to block that guy. That guy's pretty annoying with his rifle. You feel you need to pick up the extra P bags. Now you're gonna get to this section right here, and big gun is gonna come out. Now this big gun is gonna come out. You're gonna want to go to the. You see the black and green, the black background with the green pipes running through it, or it looks like pipage. Go into like middle section right here, like this. Not right here. Don't get too close. Don't get too far away either. Just get like right there. That's a good position right there. And just use your normal gun and smash. Smash it like you did in the ceiling one. You're gonna get hit a couple times. That's okay. Just smash as much as possible. As soon as it starts going down, just go move forward. And there you go. Watch out for that guy right there. Block these dudes and go through the door. That's all pretty much very straightforward level. Yeah, your bullets are not going to be very effective, but it's good to be in the halfway point when you're firing on the cannon. And as soon as you get past this part, boss fight will trigger. Now this is Ed 209, the first Ed 209, which is a lot. He's going to be a lot easier than the second one. The second one took me a while to kill off. So, for Ed 209, his only weakness is his gun arm thing. That's the only thing you fire on and damage. That's the only thing that can damage you. When he moves to this side of the screen, he's going to rotate his arm and try to hit you. Well, you can block that. And then when it moves back to a starting point, it's going to fire machine guns down on you. You're going to want to block that too. Very, very important. So, just go up to Ed, start shooting at his cannon. Now, instead of if you want to, you can go ahead and mash. But another method is to fire your gun while his gun is blinking. At the end of that, I guess you could say invulnerability flame. As soon as it's about to stop blinking, fire again, and you'll get a good rhythm going, and you'll take his health down quite a bit. But if you're not comfortable with that, go ahead and just free mash on him. See? But when he gets to this point, like right where he was right there, he is going to swing his arm. Since it has quite of a little bit of a long animation loop, that him rotating his arm, you'll know when to block. You can just mash block if you're really scared. That's usually what I do with when he's about to hit me or fire down on me. So again, keep firing, firing. And now, when he's about to get to this point right here... Okay, yeah, I messed up on that. When he's about to get to the point where he's like standing over his own energy bar, that means he's going to fire down. And he does it very fast. You won't see it coming. He's not going to telegraph it like he does that stupid swinging punch thing. So you're going to have to be very careful with that. So I suggest practicing this boss fight quite a bit. See, you see that coming. There you go. If you're really good at it, whether mashing or just getting the timing down on hitting him, you can one cycle him. I've done that a few times where I've one cycled him. And Whitehead has as well as Fro, I think. Yeah, the runners. There's not too many runners of this game. Again, I'm gonna go for maximum health here, so I'm gonna try to go for all these targets. Right after that's over, see, I just held down start, skip the cutscene. Oh, this is the second to last stage. So this stage is pretty straightforward. You're just gonna block guys. There's gonna be just a lot more enemies. That's all. Machine gun guy right there. Block. Block. There's gonna be some guys coming up here. Another machine gun guy. There's gonna be a motorcycle guy coming up here. I think. Okay. Also, this dude up here again. One of those dudes from the balconies that do a lot of damage firing down at you. So try to take him out as fast as possible. There you go. Motorcycle. Alright, okay. I think right after this kicking, yeah, there it goes. But if you're fast enough, you can kind of just spawn them. Yeah, on my way. And you have to go upstairs here. There's gonna be some dudes right here. Just block them. Block them. Right after this dude, there's gonna be a fourth or a third dude. And he's gonna throw one of those gold grenade things that those bosses in the third stage had. It can do quite a bit of damage. So remember to block. This guy right here. See how there's a second guy right behind him? Yeah. He's gonna throw. I guess not the grenades, but it's something that does a lot of damage. We're gonna go downstairs here. Now this is pretty important right here. There's gonna be two guns that come down. And there's gonna be a third one. There's gonna be a Clarence looking guy. And he has the Cobra assault gun. You're gonna want that cannon. It's very, very important to get this weapon dropped from this guy. Extremely important, because you're going to use that later on for the boss of this level, as well as the final boss, which is the fully powered N209. So, go left right here to this wall. You're going to want to crouch down because it fires, and the only way to avoid its fire, because it's pretty powerful, is to crouch down. Now let him get a little close. Don't let him die off screen. Let him a little close, because he flies back. Now there's a gun. That is a gun you need. You can go pick it up right now, but it's actually better just to farm a little bit. You're going to want to pick up 3 guns, and that will give you 6 ammo. That's full ammo, I believe. So you can leave that gun right there on the floor. You can move forward a little bit. These guys are going to come back again. That indicates that you're respawning them again. As soon as these dudes come out, go back to the wall, crouch again. Oops. Boom. There you go. Now you got 2 guns on the floor. Same thing again. There you go. 3 guns. It doesn't look like it, but there's going to be 3 guns right there. Again, this game is a flickering mess, so don't worry about it. Just pick up those guns. There's the 3rd gun. Now, there you go. You can only have a maximum of 6 bullets, but you need all of them. Sorry. Give me a second. Okay. Right after that, get past this dude. If you want, pick up this stuff. You don't really need it. But if you're running low in health, and there is no bonus stage after this, because it's the last stage, and it's going to be a toughest stage, if you want to pick up these power-ups that are on the floor, go for it. There's going to be a few power-ups like right there. The battery right here, which will refill your time. And this pea bag right here. I believe there's one more. I think that was that. Yeah, that's the last one. Okay, so this is pretty important right here. This is the boss fight. It's going to be very tricky. He's going to fire at you with the same gun that other dude did that you collected the Cobra assault cannon from. And he's going to fire you like right now. As soon as the thing transitions to the boss fight, he's gonna fire on you. But you can fire on him faster. So the first thing you're gonna want to do as soon as the boss fight starts is fire. Just shoot your normal gun. As soon as you do that, he's gonna jump up, and he's gonna go to the second floor right there, right in this upper right corner. Now, before he does that, you're gonna switch to the Cobra Assault Cannon, which is this one you just picked up. Now there he goes. Okay, so he hops up to the step, and then he hops to the very top corner. As soon as he gets up there, both feet up there, because you don't want to hit any high frames or anything. Shoot down, shoot him. You hit him. Pretty sure it means it's hit. I don't think there's really an indicator like his sprite blinking or anything. But as soon as you do fire, you most likely hit him because it's a huge target, huge bullet from that gun. And he's gonna run forward, and he's gonna run towards the middle right here. You're gonna want to hit him right above you as soon as he's running. There you go. Don't let him get past you, because then he's gonna go to the opposite corner, and he's gonna, play around with you. And on top of that, there's also a crane thing that's dropping iron bars to drop down on you, just to make this boss fight a little harder. So it's gonna try to drop stuff on you while he's running around. But that's just the basic way to do it. Fastest way to do it. That's why you need those guns. Again, start the boss fight, just shoot him immediately. Don't forget that step. Shoot him immediately. As soon as he's about to jump, quickly pause, switch to your weapon. Because the only way you can switch to weapons is to hit pause and then hit the D-pad up and down. Switch to your weapon, let him get up there, shoot, shoot. Let's practice that quite a bit. You'll get it down very fast. It's not really hard at all. And that's the ideal boss fight. Again, hold start. Now this is going to be the toughest part right here. The final boss fight. You're going to start here. This helicopter thing is going to drop bombs on you. Try not to worry about it too much. Block it as much as possible. You want to retain as much health as possible going through this last level, because you can lose quite a bit real fast, like I did in the demonstration run. There are these barrels. They're going to be moving on this platform towards you. The barrels work the same way the walls did in the second level. All you want to do, punch them 5 times. They'll explode. Just walk through the explosion. It's okay. The key to getting through this level fast is doing this as fast as possible. If you do this pretty slow, you're going to be kind of pushed back, and more barrels are going to spawn, onto this conveyor belt as you try to go forward, try to go right. The faster you do this, the more space there is on the conveyor belt, so there's more ground you can cover as you're going towards the front door of the OCP building. You'll get used to it. Just try not to worry about this dude bombing you too much, and just focus on getting these barrels out of the way. Don't mash too much. Just try to focus on these 5 punches you need to get past these barrels. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I think I already hit it once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I kind of did kind of fast. That's why there's a lot of space right there, just before the barrel came out of the right side of the screen. If you want to retain some health, go ahead and block. You don't want to have too little health. Well, usually it eventually goes away, but I guess this time it followed me. hold up at the door. Okay, I kind of messed up a bit because I took a little too much damage from him. But basically, you're just blocking dudes up to this point. There's going to be a blue version of the first boss here. Try to block him as much as possible. And he's going to be a little difficult than the normal other grunt enemies, because it's going to methodically take its time, then make its way towards you, and then throw a punch. And it does a lot more damage than these little guys. So you're going to want to time your blocks to avoid his big punches. See what I mean? I might just die here. It's already taking quite a bit of damage. It's not like the other OCBs, it's just avoid those spider things, avoid this dude's kick. There's going to be another gun right here. The only problem with this cannon is that it's going to launch missiles as soon as it fires too. It's flamethrower. So what you can do, if you didn't use a machine gun on those three guys in the factory stage, you could save your machine gun from right here. Now this is a new strat that I discovered, or that I heard about from Wyatt. You're gonna want to stand not too close. Don't get too close because this thing does contact damage and it'll kill you. But basically, you're gonna want to stand, crouch right here, switch to this weapon, and then fire. Okay, I died though. That's okay. I'm gonna try to block a little bit better so I don't get hit as much. Might be a good idea to start blocking for this guy, but don't focus too much on worrying about attacking him or anything like that. I really hate that shield guy. So as soon as he's like gonna come towards you, just block ahead of time. So you don't have to time his punches or anything like that. Just block. I know it's kind of a pain to block while also moving forward, but you'll get used to it, and eventually you do it faster. So like I said, if you want to, and if you did have your machine gun safe in that one stage, crouch down about right here. Again, don't get too close. That's not what I meant. Again, it's a new strat I found out, so I'm not even that great at it. You'll get used to this dude's pattern. He's just going to drop grenade, circle him on, and fire the machine gun. Soon you'll get so fast as this, you only destroy about what, maybe 3 barrels. For blocking, basically use your button, your thumb, then you mash on B. Just slide it over and mash on the slide button. I know it's really awkward because you gotta like reach over and mash on a button like select, which isn't really a mashable button like the face buttons. But again, you'll get used to it. Really hate that guy. This part's pretty easy. Just get past this guy, get past that. So what you could do normally, let me say right here. So you could do the normal fight, which is like this. Same thing. In the middle here. He's gonna again, like I said, he's gonna fire. This cannon's gonna fire a missile, and it does quite a bit of damage. So as soon as the missile comes out, try to block it, like that. But at the same time, you're being hit by a flamethrower, so try to fire as fast as possible so you don't die. That's one day to deal with this guy. Because your health's going down. You don't need full health for the final boss or anything, but just in case you get hit by other random enemies. And that's it for that fight. But like I said, what you can do, you did save the machine gun right about here. See how fast that was? Got hit a few times, but it's so much faster than doing it with the handgun. And boom! So right after the cannon, there's going to be another one of these guys. And that's great, because then that means you get another one of these guns. And that's perfect, because it puts you right back at full ammo capacity. Don't forget that this thing on the ceiling is going to fire this laser gun. Seen a lot of people, well, actually, it's probably mostly just namely me, who forgets at very little health by this point, completely forget about this thing, and get killed. Right, this very last section of the last level. So don't forget that, because it doesn't. There's no warning to it. It just happens. So don't forget that. Don't forget to block that. Block once you're right under it, block when you're right in front of it, whatever. Just remember to block it, don't get hit by that. There's too much damage for you to be taking all that damage. Go through the door. Another one of these blue guys, don't worry about it. And here's the final boss. This is the final boss, Z09. If you don't have these guns saved up, it's a good idea if you actually do. If you don't have them saved up, you can do this with the handgun, but it's going to take a long time. You can do it just the way you fought the other end. It's just going to take a long time. So I think this guy has like double the hit points. And either time will run out if you have a low amount of time, because you're already... The last level takes quite a bit of practice to get through, get used to. So time could run out, or you could just lose your health by things like that. So it's better to do it the speedrun way, which is hoarding up ammo with this weapon. Very powerful weapon. Now the first thing people might want to do is just immediately fire on. Sometimes though, when I did used to run this actively, the first shot or two will miss because its iframes didn't activate. I like went right up to him and shot as soon as possible because I was trying to go for a good time. But it didn't hurt him because his frames of animation didn't start yet, so his weakness, I couldn't hit him. So you might have to wait a second or two, then start firing with this gun, because you want to make every shot of this powerful gun count. Because look at how much damage on them. So one cycle right there. If you can hurt up all those bullets, those 6 bullets, and make them all count, that boss is definitely easy. And you don't have to worry about having a little tiny bit of health, because you can block all of his attacks. If you just don't have that gun, it's going to take a long, long time. And that's GG right there. Sorry if I'm saying this wrong, Yuki Bud. Thank you for that follow. And that's gonna be, yep, that is the game, guys. That's pretty much all there is to it. All you have to do is just practice. Once you get all these strategies down, and just remember everything, it's one of the easiest speedruns, honestly. There isn't too much tech to it. It's gonna be a little awkward because all you have to do is block a lot. But once you get used to that mechanic, you realize how broken it is because you can pretty much glide your way through the entire game without taking damage. You have a pretty good PP. I want to see a lot of people on that Robocop leaderboard. So thank you guys for having me. Thank you guys for paying attention to my boring tutorial. Nonetheless, this is another road tutorial. I'm not sure when soon